I take a problem with this guy right here.
Yeah.
I am not saying that.
Welcome to the New Music Podcast. We're your two regular jackoffs from upstate New York. My name is Patrick.
And I'm Kyle.
Welcome. Let's fucking get it. We are joined today by two of the homies from Pure. Why don't you guys take a moment, introduce yourselves, tell us who you are, what you do in the band, and how often you masturbate.
My name's Chase. I play guitar and sing, and too much.
Yeah, what's up? I'm Shane. I play drums and probably averaging 10 to 12 a week.
That's fair.
Solid.
That's a fair amount.
Very solid.
Give or take a day off here and there.
Well, Pat, can't hear you again. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, there you go.
There it is.
You're up in there. We got you, Pat. You go by Pat or Patrick?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, I'll call you Pat.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or to even be better, Pat Daddy, whichever one.
I'm just
Daddy
tired
boy.
of being called Patrick Star at this point.
Okay.
I'm 29 years old, and to be called Patrick Star from the time that show came out it got fucking old real quick.
Yeah.
Old real quick. Anybody?
It was pretty old when South Park was really fucking out there, and you hear every fucking 5 minutes, Kyle, hey Kyle.
Cow.
Don't call my mom a bitch.
Cow's my bitch, the big fat bitch, the biggest bitch in the whole world.
You know, it's funny. I actually got into a high school fight because of that shit too.
I believe it.
Back in the day, I swear to God, I flattened this fucking kid's nose. I'm telling you. No, it no more.
Last time you say anything about my mama.
It's not even that. It was just so fucking annoying. Just Cam. I just fucking land bases, motherfucker. A mean haymaker. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, fuck off. Crazy. The last podcast we did was extremely G-rated.
What?
This
Can
uh,
we say who?
Can we say
they were awesome. The people that did it were awesome. I think it was the Good Noise podcast.
I've heard of them.
They were really cool. Very nice people, and I enjoyed their podcast. It was short and sweet, but it's just a little bit different than this one.
No, and typically these podcasts will go from anywhere from like 1 hour to 3. Although
Yeah.
I won't take 3 hours of anybody's time again. Not
Yeah.
after the onslaught of what was the interview we did with the band Party
Oh,
Cannon.
jeez.
I don't know if you know.
Yeah,
them.
Party Can. That it was such a good one. But,
Looking back on it, like there were a lot of moments we could have easily cut out, but like,
oh yeah.
damn, I will
Sometimes
never.
the raw unedited shit is just like what people want to see, though.
I
They
know.
want
and
to see
people
all
are-
the mistakes and all like the things that you shouldn't have said on camera and
Oh,
stuff.
Kyle, things you shouldn't have said on that interview.
The sheer look on your face right now
He
tells
comes
it
out
all.
of nowhere with, yeah, all my dad did was do coke and beat my mom.
Okay.
He fucking
Okay.
comes out of nowhere with that shit. It's funny looking back on it now, but like looking back, like I kind of think about like how, like what must their impression of us be right now?
Yeah.
I mean, Pat, you can't really say anything because
No.
literally we did an interview with Andrew Patterson, literally probably like 2 months or even a month when my dad passed, and I made dead dad jokes.
Oh Christ.
So I can't even.
There's like a TikTok. Honestly, this is like boundaries. I feel like I'm stepping here, but there was a TikTok recently where this girl made it. She's like, "Oh, you can't make dead parent jokes. What are you gonna do? Tell my dad?" I'm just like,
Oh my God, no.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Tell
Oh
my
my God. I was dying when I saw that.
man. You
Kyle,
know,
what are
it's-
you saying?
Fucking
around your
necklace
phone?
with her ashes in it. She was like, "Oh, tell my dad."
Oh my God, they say she's like, they say shut up. Oh man.
I said, what was the joke that I said? It was like,
I don't fucking
you
remember.
even acknowledged it. You were like, he's 6 foot deep, so I hope not.
I can't remember, dude. I
It's like
made
some
that
shit
clip.
like, oh my God, it was something like, oh well, it hits harder than my dad hit my mom or some shit like that. There's something like that, and you were like, "Well, he's
harder than my daddy."
not." He's put deep. I fucking hope not. Shit.
My
Jesus.
God. So now that we've gotten a lot of bullshit out of the way, let's take a moment and talk about the band. Okay, so you guys are a relatively new band, am I right?
Yeah.
All right. So right now, the only song I've heard so far is Days Off. And I don't know
Yeah.
much else about you guys other than that. So why don't you tell me guys how you guys got started, and I want to hear at some point what your guys' individual origin stories about how you guys got into music.
Cool. Yeah. So we started in 20. Me and Shane linked up in November of 2017, and we didn't really know like what we wanted to do. I had been in a previous band called A Friend of Foe for like 6.5, 7 years of my life. You know, like I started that band, you know, nursed it to where it was, and then we just kind of had like a falling out. So I hit up Shane, and like right away, like literally the day after that happened, and we just got together. I had some songs written for them, and like we were kind of jamming those, but then like it got to the point where I was just like, I don't want to do what I was just doing, you know, like that'd be, you know, because I wrote a lot of the music for my old band, you know, and stuff. So I had a lot of songs kind of stored away, but yeah, we kind of just tested out a couple different like, you know, sounds and stuff like that. We came across like a heavier sound. We did that for a bit, and then we kind of encountered like another like member change. Or like, not another member change. We encountered a member change. We had two members, Luke Blanchard and Gene Ramirez, who were in the band. And after we split with them, we kind of just like wanted to try something new again. We're like, I don't know, like if we're gonna do something that we want to do like for the rest of our lives, or like something that like we want to do now, like we love heavy music, we love like all that stuff, but like I feel like we just wanted to try and do something that might be like, you know, have a little more longevity at least to it. I'm 27 years old, you know, which, you know, I don't feel old or anything like that, but I feel like, you know, I'm getting older, and it's like, you know, I'd be better off to play stuff that I want to play, you know, by the time I'm hitting 30 to 35, you know, it's like I played heavy music for so long. I just might as well do something new. And our buddy Ben, he was in the studio with us. He was really the one who I feel like made us comfortable with making a switch, you know. He was just pretty much like, we talked about it for like, we ended up like going to the studio the first day. We were going to try and write some new heavy stuff. And then like, we just kind of like all sat there and we're like, he's like, it sounds like you guys don't want to like do this music anymore. And I was like, yeah, you're kind of right. I just feel like I'm comfortable with doing it because that's the scene I've been in, you know? And like, he's like, let's just start fresh. No roofs, no boundaries. Let's just try some shit out. And like, we pumped out like 10 to 15 songs in a matter of like 4 or 5 sessions, something like that. Like the first session, we took like forever to write the song, you know, which it ended up being like one of my favorite songs that we have coming up. But we took a lot of time on that one, I think, because we were still kind of uncomfortable with doing something completely different. And then, yeah, the next coming days, it was just like clockwork. Like it just like pumped out. We just started like pumping out song after song. And before you knew it, we had, yeah, like a whole, you know, freaking album and a half's worth of songs. And we're just like, yep, this is what we are now. And 2 of those songs were H-Bomb, which is the first song we dropped, actually. And then Days Off. Days Off was the third song we wrote. H-Bomb was the second song we wrote out of the batch of songs. And then, yeah, we got a bunch of other ones. And that's kind of just where we are now. I wasn't supposed to do vocals ever. I always played guitar and did like sang in all of my bands, but I never really had like ambitions of kind of just like being a quote unquote like frontman or lead vocalist or whatever you want to call me. Until, you know, I got some friends in my circle like Shane, Ben, our buddy Josh, and like, you know, just people around us were like, dude, I think you should just like do it. You know, stop being a bitch. Just do the damn thing. And I was like, all right. I was like, I'll do it.
We all need that
Sounds
friend.
like me and Pat. Sounds like me and Pat.
yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And yeah, ended up doing it. And then, yeah, that's kind of like the start of Pure. We kind of just restarted recently. So Days Off is our second single. First one was H-Bomb. And we got some other singles coming out. And then we have a record that we want to hop in the studio for next month and get that all recorded and yeah, get that out as soon as possible. So we got a lot of music that we want to get out to people. And yeah, that's the start of Peer right there, brothers.
So Shane, how did you sort of get to meet him?
I went to school at the Art Institute of Las Vegas. I was doing audio production. That's what I was studying. And then like I've briefly met Chase before at like local shows and stuff like that, but didn't really talk. And then we brought his band in, a friend of foe, to like do like a little live session. And then we didn't really talk much after that until he split with AFAF, and then he just hit me up and we just started jamming and took it from there.
Short and
Basically,
sweet. Yeah.
Shane and I are like extremely introverted. So like, not even like people would like call me on that and be like, dude, you're not introverted. It's like, dude, we all handle our introversion differently. Like, but like we were pretty shy at first. So, you know, when we got in the room with each other, like we were comfortable with each other to an extent, but we didn't really know each other too well. I just knew I was just pretty much like, yeah, this dude, you know, is a cool dude. He's got, you know, cool image, gray head on his shoulders. And I was like, let's just kind of like see what happens. I had no idea, you know, we'd be here 3.5 years later, you know, it's like my best friend and like, you know, my partner in crime, you know, and
what crimes you guys
we built the vision. We fucked with the vision and built it, bros.
Oh man, that's wild though.
Can't hear you, Pat.
Of course. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Can you hear? I'm sorry. That's a throwback. I don't know if anybody.
I
fucking
immediately
remembers
thought
Framing
of that
Hanley.
fucking Alice. Like,
No,
Can you
man.
feel my heart?
No, dude. Does
whatever.
anybody remember Framing Hanley?
I do
Crickets.
remember them. The only song I ever knew from them was the Lollipop cover. Like, that was the only one. That was the only one I think I ever heard from them.
No, dude, and for good reason. That was a good fucking song. That was a good cover
Really cool
too.
cover.
So, are you guys gonna cover Lollipop? Are you guys gonna cover 1,000 Rounds by Ghostmane? Like, what are we gonna?
Yeah.
I'm thinking like Crank That by Soulja Boy.
That was awesome.
yes.
Okay, the world does need a better version of Crank That than what was it? Fucking Calvary Kids that did
Calvary
that?
Kid.
Oh god.
And y'all call the Soulja Boy.
It's so crazy how like those songs were like made so quickly, but they just blew up back in the day. Like our expectations were so much more chill back then. Now it's like if that came out in the modern day, it's just like crucify, like end them, you know, get them off the internet. Like, back then it was just like fun. Everyone was doing like weird covers and shit.
I'm all about it. I'm all
Yeah.
about it.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. I kind of want there to be like a resurgence of Pop Goes Punk in a weird sort of way, because like
Yeah.
I kind of missed that. Like we haven't had anything kind of like that in a long time in this scene. It's been like 5 or 6 years since we've done.
We
a
got
Pop
our last
Goes.
night still, you know.
Well, that's fair, but we need someone other than Our Last Night. We need the new guys coming in. Like I need Shadow of Intent doing a cover of fucking WAP, just
Like Sea of
because.
Treachery. You guys remember the Sea of Treachery Misery Business cover?
Funny you
Yes.
say that. I was actually
Fucking awesome.
joking recently that I want to cover that song because I want to make it better than that version.
I like that version.
I do
I
too.
really like that. Honestly, I thought that was one of the cool like random covers back in the day that like a deathcore band like was like Black Dahlia Murder. I remember they did like Paint It Black. And I was just like, okay.
What was that one fucking? Because there was an album that my old roommate bought out of random. We were at FYE, and all of a sudden, like Paint It Black was on it, and I was like, what? Never heard of the band. I cannot remember because I don't talk to them.
There were a million covers of that song though.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it was like a fucking punk and deathcore version mixed together of that song. It was like bam, 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 and the vocals were so fucking stupid, but it worked. It was like I want to paint it black.
I think that's Black Dahlia Murder.
No,
like that's
Echo and the
Black Dahlia
Bunnymen
Murder
did a
cover.
cover like that. I think that was Echo and the Bunnymen.
I think you might be right.
I think that's who that was.
That was the only song I remember throughout the whole entire album.
So if I'm being completely honest, I was a little obsessed with that song for a while. It was one of the first songs I learned how to play on bass guitar. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was a really fun song to play on bass guitar, and like that
I
version.
really love the
and
awkward silence.
No, because I really like the Black Dahlia Murder version of it too, and
Yeah.
everything was just like played twice as fast just for the fucking sake of it.
Yeah. Do you guys remember like the Atreyu cover? It was the You Give Love a Bad Name.
Yeah, I do.
Shot through the heart and you're too late. Great cover.
And look at Atreyu now.
Yeah.
Fucking rip.
Man. they were
Damn.
they were thriving back then.
Has anybody here heard the new stuff?
I listened to
They
the
just
one
like
song.
didn't they just drop a song with like Travis Barker or some shit?
The Warrior.
I didn't
dude.
hear that one, but I heard the one that just came out, and they had like the music video where they're all like beating up Brandon or whatever, the guy who's the vocalist now, and like song was not bad. Everyone was ripping on it. They're like, it's dad rock. I was like, well, I mean, they're dads, but I was like, like the music video, I think, is what just killed it for me. It took like 10 seconds before I was like, all right, let me just like block it off and listen to it without this video right now. And the song was pretty cool, but I don't really care for that band anymore.
I don't remember.
I don't
which
think many
song it
people
was.
do unless you're in the army.
I don't remember what song it was before the Warrior came out. Like whatever that debut single was with
Can't hear you,
Brandon
brother.
being the new. What the fuck?
Technical.
Now, every time I point it out,
Because
Every
every
somebody's
time I
clipping.
point it out.
No, I'm telling you, somebody's clipping, and that's usually how it goes. Like when we used to do reaction videos, every time
Yeah.
you clipped, it would make the music stop. I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember that. Because
Yeah.
you would talk, your old mic was like really shitty, and you would clip, and then the music would stop playing for all of about 3 seconds or something, and then it would all come back.
It must have been on your end. It wasn't on mine.
We're not gonna go there, all right? We're not gonna go
All
there.
right,
But
listen here,
to be
motherfucker.
But no, the Warrior is the one song I will forever use the joke of is like how can you overuse a chorus? That
Yeah.
song right there. That fucking song right there.
Couple other songs where I've thought that before, where I'm just like, don't bring it back. Don't bring it back. And then it's like they brought it back, like there we go. There's
Didn't
another
even-
one.
They didn't even give us a verse. They just gave us like
Yeah.
a fucking a drop. I don't know, not even.
Yeah. I don't know. That band's yeah. I feel like they're very talented. Like they are all very talented. Like guitar players in it. That singer is, that dude's always been an amazing singer, and he was an amazing drummer when he was doing that too. But I just feel like sometimes bands, like as they get older, like some bands like accept that they're growing older, and they're like, this is just how we need to progress naturally. And then I feel like sometimes other ones are like, maybe we can appeal to the children still, and it's like they just don't know cool anymore. It's like, brother, just look at Five Finger Death Punch. Hate on them all you want, but the motherfuckers are making bank. Like appeal to the dads that are drinking beers, with their big titty wives. Like appeal to those guys. Like they're gonna buy your shit and they don't give a hell what anyone thinks about it.
As much as I shit and as much as we shit on Five Finger Death Punch, I mean, I still fuck with them. I do.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm actually friends with like their bass player, Chris Kale. Like we have a lot of mutual friends. We run into each other. He's like one of the greatest, nicest dudes. He really is. He's very humble. He'll give you the time of day to have a conversation, talk about anything. So like, I don't have anything bad to say about them. I know their vocalist has a lot of like, shit around him, but I don't really know that dude at all. So I don't know, but they're good guys. It seems like, and they work hard and they do their thing. I like Nickelback. I like Creed. So, you're not gonna find me rejecting people very often.
We've just talked about these are all the bands that I regularly shit on right there is fucking Five Finger Death Punch, Nickelback.
Hey, you can shut them. I won't knock you for it.
No, I do it out of sport, just simply because of the fact that they are one of those widely shit on bands.
Yeah.
I don't actually have a problem with any of them. I think the only one I actually do have a problem with is Five Finger Death Punch. Kyle has like the distinct memory of this one time they came up on fucking the radio, and when we were driving.
No, it was my playlist. We were driving. I think we were going to a hotel right after work, and he was vibing, bro. Like he was really into it. He was like, "Oh shit, this sounds nice." And then as soon as he heard the vocalist Ivan, he's like, "Fuck you."
That's my only problem with it. Is fucking Ivan. If it wasn't Ivan, I think I wouldn't have such a problem with Five Finger Death Punch because the
Well, I
instrumental
also
hit.
don't think they could get another vocalist. I mean, don't get me wrong. Ivan Moody is
No,
Ivan.
he's the front man.
Man.
That's established.
Honestly, like it's one of those things where it's like, like you could hate on like Tom DeLonge and Blink-182 for the way he sang. A lot of people did that for a long time. Like where are you? You know, like, and like they try and like rip on him and stuff.
Nasally.
But
I do
what
that all the time. I
for
don't know.
sure, we all do it, but it's one of those things where it's like, you know, it makes them who they are and it's unique about them. Same with Tool. A lot of people would argue that Maynard sounds weird as hell, but like I love him and I love him as a frontman and as a leader and just like, you know, his uniqueness and what he brings to the band and that
I
aspect.
will always respect Tool, but I cannot stand that band whatsoever. I will respect Tool no matter what, but I cannot stand that band whatsoever.
Yeah,
As a
Pride.
shit bassist, I can at least
Love it.
appreciate Schism.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, as a musician, you can always respect that.
And I
band.
like really tried to get into Tool. I really tried, but it's like I can't fucking do it. Yeah.
I've had friends who are like that. My old band, there was like me and then the drummer Charlie, who he's actually in a band now with the old drummer of Five Finger Death Punch, ironically.
Oh, psychosexual and shit like
yeah,
that?
Get the
for
fuck
that band.
out of here.
Get out of here.
Say
The
what
only
you
thing
want
more
about the
cringe.
band. That drummer, Charlie, is one of the best drummers you'll ever encounter. He's unbelievable. And he was big on like Tool and stuff too. So like we were the only two guys in our last band. The other members were like, they liked like Attila and stuff like that. And like
I mean, the problem with the thing about it,
I like a lot of bands in the metalcore scene. I'm not knocking that. We all liked a lot of the same bands, just they didn't like the weirder stuff. We liked Korn, we liked Tool, we liked a lot of the weirder stuff. Me and the drummer did, so we related over that. They had a little bit of a different kind of, you know, viewpoint on music, I feel like, than us. So yeah, I don't know.
Attila is just like Attila. I can't. It's just Attila. I mean, I still fuck with him. I mean, there's a lot of controversy from them, obviously, because of Franz and the lyrics. And
Yeah.
Frontmen.
don't get me wrong, I still fuck with Call Out. I love Call Out. I don't know why. It's just one of my favorite songs by them. Call Out and
The whole record, I thought was fucking awesome. You know, I just I didn't keep up with them really after. Well, I mean, like Outlaw, like that was really it. Like for me, like Outlaw, I thought was like a great record. I really liked that album, and then like after that, I was just kind of like,
I think that's the only one
not
Joey
my
Sturgis.
flow.
I think it's the only one Joey Sturgis did with them, right?
No, Joey
think
did all
so.
their records up until.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're right.
Well, he did 3 records. He did 3 records. I think he did like Outlaw, and then he did like the one after that, About That Life, and then he did Guilty Pleasure or whatever the fuck, the one that came after that record. So he did like 3 records.
I've always loved All About That Life record. I don't know why. It's just that record always stood out to me.
That record was cool. I did like that record. I think I was just really hung up on like the whole 80s metal thing they had in the record before. I'm just like, no, they're doing rap. And then like now I'm just like looking back, I'm like, probably a good business move.
I think they're going dad rock this next album. I really
No,
think.
they are not, Patrick.
Have you
No,
heard
they
that
are
fucking
not.
single?
They just actually posted a fucking music video actually yesterday or today.
It gives
Oh,
me
shit,
dad rock
it did.
vibes.
The Clarity. That shit
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It was a good song.
Their
I
last
think
record was
that-
actually kind of cool too.
Yeah, it
Honestly.
wasn't bad.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think they're
like,
gonna go
not
that
I didn't like
route.
every song, but like I heard like there was like a song called Subhuman on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's a good song. It's just a good song. Like I won't knock something just because of like, you know, past releases or because of like, you know, someone hating the vocals or something. Like they had great songs on that last record too. So.
Yeah. I mean, Villains was good on that record. I love Villains. That song was pretty good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
no, that was cool.
Habits was good. Bad Habits was really good. Like all I remember from that fucking album. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the same thing with the last record that they came out with Proving Grounds, and the only like good part of that whole song was the beginning.
Yeah.
Look at the top, check the motherfucking door. And that's it. That's all I could. That's all I could take. I'd be like, all right, all right, that's it.
Yeah.
So I gotta be honest, I feel like from what I've heard from Days Off, I feel like you guys are going for kind of that new groove direction. Is that safe to say?
I think we'll have a lot of surprises coming up. I think on that, yeah. We mean like a new metal kind of like groove influence type shit.
Kinda, yeah. Cause like I got a couple hints of that. I think from the guitar work a little bit, but
Yeah.
I don't think that that's the only thing that's going on, or at least that's not the only thing that will be going on.
Yeah. Yeah, that song was actually, since it was one of the earlier ones we wrote. I love like new metal and all that stuff. So I take a lot of influence from that, I feel like naturally. But yeah, that song, a lot of our songs coming up, like we have a lot of different sounds for them. And I feel like in the end they'll all be very cohesive into like our brand and like what we're trying to go for and stuff. But on that song for sure, we had a lot of new metal influences. The next single that we kind of have in the works right now that we're hoping to get out sooner than later is different than that one too. And then the one after that is different than that one. And you might get more new metal on that one, and stuff like that. And
I'll
then
be right
the
back. I'm gonna
record,
pee.
dude, I'm gonna go grab another beer. Shane, Kyle.
Okay.
And then there was 2.
And then there was 2. We'll probably cut all this out. Actually, you know what? We should do something wild so he doesn't cut this out. I don't know what to do though.
How'd you get a background like that? I want a cool background.
Go to your stop video, but go to the arrow and go to choose virtual background.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And it played Bully from the PlayStation 2. If you're,
Oh shit, yeah.
this is the room.
Okay.
Key version, basically.
Do I have to like download these or some shit?
I don't think you have to, because they come with presets. But if you want to go on the internet and just save a picture, you can use that and just upload it behind you.
It says my device does not support virtual background. That's lame.
What?
Mine does. Reactions? Wait. Sorry. It's just okay.
I mean, you can really fuck with this. I mean, I can put like
All right now.
on myself, make my brows look good and everything with this app. It's like crazy.
Emoji and symbols, view, window. How did you say you get to the backgrounds?
You go to the stop video arrow and then choose virtual background or video filter. I would do virtual background.
Oh, we're doing fucking backgrounds?
Yeah, and then you do video filters and then you got this shit. Hold up. Boom.
Oh,
We all-
gas.
Yo, hold up. Sorry, I got a little bit excited there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, that won't make it to
I
YouTube.
expected to come up there. That was
We'll
amazing.
and Patrick, just blur your whole screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Okay.
Or I stole this one from Defamed.
Hell yeah. Hey, you got the casting couch? Just put yourself
Fuck
on the
yeah.
casting couch, bro.
That's what we did for the Deframed interview.
You keep saying defamed, bro. It's defamed.
I keep saying
What
I'm
is your
gonna
deal
fucking
with
jump
that?
off a 2-story house. Jesus. I'm fucking done. Oh, I'm gonna go play in fucking. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go to next door and get shot up. Fuck that.
That's not even a bad idea. At least you know it'll be quick.
No, because they're terrible fucking shots.
Oh, you live next door to fucking stormtroopers?
Yes, literally. Bro, I told you they shoot up the fucking next door neighbors like almost every month.
Target practice, bro.
Bro, I live in the hood, and I shouldn't be living in the hood.
We really have no business
Your
talking.
room
These
is
guys
quite a
live in
vibe
Vegas.
though, bro. I've been admiring like that's not actually your back. Your
No,
room.
that's the
No, it's not.
background.
I was about to say, bro, I was like, where do you live in Shrek?
Hold up, I got you. I got you.
It's
Hold
like a
up.
fairy tale wonderland back there.
Hold up.
Makes
Let's
sense.
see if I
Let's see if Kyle knows how to actually turn that shit off.
shut the fuck up.
A second.
Oh, I got you. Boom.
Okay, it's a little different. Still nice.
No, I really dig this video game, so that's why I got this in this background.
What game is this?
Bully.
Bully?
Yeah. This is the room of the main character where you can save, get all the dynamite and shit like that, and go to bed.
Okay. I've heard of the game Bully and I've always wanted to play it. I just never.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, if you have PS4, you can download it.
Yeah. It's free?
Yeah, it's not free, but
Like $10.
yeah, it's like $10. It's not bad. But I personally, I'd get the original. If you see the scholarship edition, it's okay. But I really like it. Adds some new missions and shit like that, but it's not. It doesn't hit different. It doesn't hit different like the original.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, yeah, it's crazy. I heard about that game like probably like 6 months ago. I just
It's
remember
an old game, bro.
It's like
I remember, like, I
2004.
saw like someone post about it, and I was just like, "What is this shit?" And they're like, "Dude, it's Bully." Like, and they're like, "I was like, what is that?" They're like, "Oh, dude, you haven't heard of Bully? It's awesome."
It's
I'm like,
yeah. It's
check it
basically
out. I was like, "Okay, that looks awesome."
yeah. If anybody doesn't know Bully, it's basically the creators of GTA made this school where you're a character and you go to an academy and you're a bad kid, whatever.
Yeah,
And basically, I don't really go into depth with it. I just say basically just a kid version of GTA. That's basically with a hint of pedophilia.
oof.
Yo, he fucking told me that like some of the shit that happens in that game did not age well, and I was like, oh.
No, it did not age
Oh,
well.
word.
One mission that really stood out to me was the gym teacher coming out of a sex store, grabbing magazines, and he's like, "Hey, I was just doing research. I did not see one naughty boy in there. Well, can you do me a favor? I want you to go in the girls' dorm, and I want you to get their panties for research." Yeah,
God.
Sounds like Rockstar.
yeah, it sounds like Rockstar.
Yeah. Research.
Yeah, research. But yeah, the game, I mean, some missions did not age well whatsoever because now you get it when you're obviously an adult, you get it. But it's like back when you were a kid, you're like, oh, this guy just wants some panties. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, they're fucking 15 and they're like, and he's like 30. Hold up.
Yeah.
But no, the game is 10 out of 10. It's like, if you really know how to play it, it's really short, but it's really, really good. Really good.
For sure. No, that's interesting. So what are you guys on? Like, I'm on PlayStation 4. You're on PlayStation 4, Kyle?
Hold up. Yes, I have no friends. Add me, please.
My man's
Let me put you down on my phone right now.
I don't play anything.
What's your gamer tag?
It's MOSHIS with that little dash, and then it's BRAH. And you know how you do that space line? That's line space
Underscore?
or whatever? Yeah, whatever.
What?
It's called an
Hold on.
underscore.
All right, that right there, and use the one line that's on the bottom.
The
Like-
underscore.
The line that's on the bottom. Yeah. And then all capital letters TTV. So Twitch TV.
TV. Perfect. Gotcha. I'll send you a
Got
message.
you. Perfect.
We're linked in.
My girlfriend's gonna be like, "Hey, babe, you have a friend now." Be like,
So proud. Oh yeah. So, Pat, what do you play? You play Xbox?
I don't play anything.
he
and
plays
that's
the
because
phone, and you
Play-
Play- He plays the mute button.
the mute button.
There you go.
There you go.
Here you again.
I fucking love it.
He
No,
plays the mute button.
No, I play too much. I talk too much for that. Honestly, I feel like other people would be playing with the mute button just to make me shut the fuck up sometimes. But no, I think if anything, I got really obsessed with Summoner's War on mobile for a while, and then I realized recently that I need to do something better with my life. And so yeah, here we
Among
are,
Us for
New
a
Music
while. You played
Podcast.
Among Us. You played Among Us for a little
You know
bit.
what? I do like Among Us. That's a lot of fun, but I got to admit, you got to get the right crew for Among Us.
Never
You gotta
played.
get the right group.
Just go in there and shit talk to all the 12-year-olds. Make them leave.
I do that, but the thing is then they ask me to join their Discord servers, and I can't be associating with 12-year-old kids. I can't be somebody that they look up to. Imagine what they're gonna
That's
turn
like,
out
I'm
like.
almost 30. I can't do that shit.
Imagine what they'll turn out like if I'm the kind of person they look up to. Like I'm sorry. That just don't set yourself up for disappointment like that. My life is a fucking mess.
Like the kids on Call of Duty. It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
I don't even play that game anymore. I deleted that shit. I was so pissed off. I'm like, I can't do this shit no more.
One of those things where you just like you hate yourself every time you play it, then you get off for an hour
Exactly.
and you go back and play it again and see if it's any different. And it's not.
Yep.
See,
It's just
that's
the same
In
thing.
an hour, I swear this will hit different.
Yep. And it's disappointment every time. And it's so funny.
Exactly. I mean, the worst part is I'm good at it. That's the worst part, and I just fucking hate it. I hate it and I'm good at it. I hate that shit.
Yeah, I suck at Call of Duty, so I just kind of I ended up getting a new PlayStation because my old one got like fucked up. So as I was transferring over the games from my old one, I lost all the games on my new one. And I was like, oh, that sucks. And I'm like, wait, I really just lost Modern Warfare and like Rocket League. I think I'll be okay.
I mean, I wasn't really good at Rocket League. I love playing it. I just got to re-download it again. But
That's just fun. I love
It-
Rocket
it's-
League.
I play one game. I play one game now. Basically, it's like UFC. That's
I
it.
can't do that shit. No.
It takes a lot. Honestly, it takes a lot of time to like get good at that game. So it sucks when I'm like, y'all want to play? They're like, bro, no, like we are not doing that shit with you because like I'm the only one who puts the time into actually getting good at that game. So
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
I don't do that
there's so
shit.
much to do in it to where it's like, if you haven't played before and you're playing against someone who knows what they're doing, it's just not fun. So I
No.
play
Oh yeah, just
or
gonna
online.
decimate you.
Yeah, I just play right now. I got pissed off a lot last night. I was like, I'm gonna fucking delete this game. I'm gonna fucking delete it.
Yeah.
But I keep going back to it. I play Smite. I play Smite so much. I play in ranked. That's all I play.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I got a buddy who's big on that because I started playing Final Fantasy like I think 14 or 15. It was like the open world MMORPG.
yep.
And he's like, oh, he goes, I play Smite. Have you ever played Smite? I was like, no, what's that? And like I looked it up and I'm like, oh, okay, pretty much the free version of what I just paid for.
It's dope. It's like League of Legends, literally. It's
Yeah.
a third-person version of League of Legends with mythology in it. But I mean, it's just the community, man. The community is so fucking toxic and the community is so bad.
So you're
Yeah.
telling me you're gonna start streaming that now?
I don't know about that, but
Yeah, dude, fucking lean in on it.
I mean, I really
See,
could.
that's the great thing about a toxic fan base is that if you choose one side or if you don't choose a side at all and just go straight completely down the middle.
It's not even that, bro. Like, the community is so fucking toxic. It's not even funny.
Got you. So it doesn't matter what you do.
It doesn't matter what you do. You could do one wrong little thing and you're like completely trash, no matter what.
Well,
It's
that's just
something.
it. I'm trash.
It's something like stupid little too. It's like, oh, you didn't turn right when you could have like came over and helped. No. It's so toxic. So toxic.
I'm not good
like,
enough. I'm sorry.
How did you guys get like involved like in the metalcore scene? Do you guys have like past bands and stuff like that like
Cat is the band guy.
So
Okay.
here's the thing: is okay. So in about like 2017, I was no, my last band ended in 2016. I decided in 2017 when I was doing a lot of Uber driving and pizza delivery driving that there is not enough band like podcasts that for me to listen to that talk about the kind of music I'm into.
And then
And
you
the
moved to
podcast that I
New
was
York.
into were really I only listened to fucking Last Podcast on the Left. Like that's like the main podcast I listen to now.
okay.
And so I kind of got tired of the fact that like Jamie Josta was like the only guy out there talking about metal. And I like Jamie Josta, but I can't listen to his boomer mindset too much. Otherwise I start thinking like a boomer. Love him, but I just can't do it.
Yeah.
But I saw the need and then I just said, fuck it, I want to start a podcast. Kyle and I started working together at RGIS. What was that, like mid 2018?
It was that long
No,
ago?
it was 2017. It was mid 2017. We started the podcast though April. We're almost on our 2-year anniversary. It was April of 2018.
I just wish
So-
what day. It must have been either the first, because it wasn't on my birthday. It definitely
No.
was not.
What I know for a fact, dude, is that it was way late in the month because we had recorded it, and then I had sat on that video. I had sat on that podcast for like 2 or 3 weeks trying to edit it and make it sound good because none of us knew what the fuck we were doing. And by the way, we had started with another host. His name was Matt, and the idea at the time was we were going to talk mostly about news, and we were going to talk about metal, hip hop, and EDM. We were going to kind of just cover all the bases, and the idea, I guess, was to kind of be more like a melting pot and like have all different perspectives and just kind of go from there.
Which the name came from.
Yeah, I don't know. New music kind of just was your idea, Kyle.
I love the fucking story so much. I love it so much. The story of the name was just fucking great. I loved it.
But I used to be in a
Well,
band called
we
Downsight.
tell the story a lot, actually. I wouldn't say a lot, but I mean, on most of our, if they asked about the name and how we got started, it usually ends up this. But I think we were at New Jersey or Connecticut. We were in Connecticut. No, wait, Massachusetts. We were in Massachusetts.
I have no idea where the fuck we were.
No, we were in Massachusetts, I remember, because we had to get our beer before 9:00. So we were drinking. We were having this thing. I was fucking gone. I was gone. I had a pizza the size of my head. I was just chomping away.
He was stoked about that fucking pizza.
It was funny because you guys were really bitching about the name. Like, no, we can't do this. We can't do this. We can't do that. And I was like, out of my drunkenness, I was just chilling. I was like, yo, new music. You know how they do new metal? Put the new and then put metal and put music in front of it. But we don't spell it like music. We spell it SICK.
Sweet.
Like fucking
Like,
sick, bro.
How good was
It was so funny because they stopped and turned. Like, what did you just say?
Is that what it was like when you guys discovered your band name or came up with your band name?
Kind
Not
of.
really.
Basically, I was just texting a buddy of mine, Zay, and I was like, we were just kind of like talking about. I told him I was like, we'll start a new band. Like, I need to find a band name, and like we were just like kind of texting each other back and forth different things. And him and I are both like, relatively egotistical when it comes to that stuff. So we're just like, ours is the one, like we just like kept texting each other different stuff. And he was like, pure piracy. And I'm just like, what about just pure? And he was just like, nah, that's not it. I was like, all right, let's keep going. So like we just kept talking. And then like probably like a couple weeks later, I was just like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go with pure. It just sounds like to me, like my biggest thing is that it was open enough for us to do whatever we wanted to do. It wasn't a name that was like, fucking baby killing decapitator, or something, so it like limits us, to like the genre that we were originally playing. So my goal was always, I feel like, trying to think like long term for it. So that's why I liked it. I just thought that pure, kind of had a very open thing to it. It's, there's not much to it. It's just kind of is what it is. And then I feel like the name itself has taken on more of like a meaning to it since then. But yeah, really just kind of happened. I'm not really too strict about band names, I don't really get too deep with that. I get deep with like lyrics, I feel like, a lot, and like album, names and stuff like that. But the band name, I feel like, it's like some of like the biggest bands have like the lamest names. Like, who would, if you didn't know Bring Me the Horizon, like think about that name, like Bring Me the Horizon. Like that sounds like, something that stayed in 2008,
So,
like, but they're now
you
the
know how they
biggest.
came up with that brand name?
The Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought
right.
that was neat. I thought that was neat.
That's how all band names came about. I feel like 12 years ago, 2008, 2009. The Devil Wears Prada. That's actually just a book. It's not a bad name either. A Mice and Men, a book. Woe is Me. That was like a saying. Something.
Yeah, and I just think it's funny like that. Like Ollie Sykes was watching a movie one day and thought, "That's the one."
That's
Yeah.
it, Chief.
And said, "You know what? We're gonna spawn a mythos around this moment."
Yeah, you do enough acid or anything like that, and you'll find something decent.
You're doing enough drugs. You got it. Don't even worry about it.
You'll be mesmerized by anything, and then suddenly you're naming your band Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Not a bad one.
Shit. Or Pulp fucking Fiction. I don't know. Is there a band named Pulp Fiction? I'm going to Spotify right now. I'm gonna find this out.
I'm sure there's somebody out there with Pulp Fiction.
There's got to be at least 10 artists on Spotify with that, with a hand-drawn album art.
No, you're thinking of SoundCloud. You're thinking of SoundCloud.
You'd be unbelievable, dude. Literally on Spotify, I think there's like 50 artists with the name Pure or some shit like that. Hey, hold on one second. This laptop is about to die. For some reason, it's not charging. Let me go ask the person who knows about this.
Yeah, that's what I meant earlier when we started this podcast and when I said that SEO does you guys absolutely no fucking favors because a name like Pure, I mean, if I'm being completely honest, the first thing that comes up on Spotify is Pure Pop Punk.
There's also pure cocaine on there somewhere, like the top 5 or something.
There's an album by Lord, Pure Heroin.
Yeah. It's like you
Yeah.
literally have to search our name with like the song to find it. It's kind of trash.
I think it's interesting though because you guys are making it work for people to find you. I kind of like it. Like
Yeah,
if
it's
you're
just-
looking at it from an obscure, like I want to be obscure point of view, then like that definitely
Yeah.
works.
I think Spotify just needs to verify us already, you know.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
360 listeners, you know, that's hard work.
You guys have more than 360 listeners.
It's
Hold up. I was
408
just
as
on
of
it.
today.
Oh shit, it went up. Bet.
No. I was looking at a different Pure. Hold up.
You hear that, Spotify?
We're coming for you. Verify us
Son of a
with the check mark.
bitch.
No, I
Hear that check
actually.
mark.
What's up?
Oh, you guys have the check mark?
Oh, we
Where's
do.
our check
See, I
mark?
don't even know this shit, dude. I'm so
I
late.
got it. And it actually wasn't off of one of those people on Instagram that hit you up asking you if you want one. I don't remember how I got it. I think you had to confirm your information or something like that. And then it was just like, check mark. I was like, official.
So I take a
Still
problem.
ain't got a check mark on
with,
anything else.
I take a problem with this guy right here.
Yeah.
I am not saying that. I'm not saying that.
I'm
60,
gonna hit him up for a tour.
Is he white? Is it a white guy?
You tell me. Does he look?
Oh, crap.
He
Looks
looks
like Freddie.
Italian.
Looks like
That-
Freddie Mercury hit the pipe one too many times.
I was just about to say, it looks like the crack version of Freddie Mercury.
Looks like Freddie Mercury, but still digressed.
I fucking can't even. I fucking can't even.
Yeah, I love it.
But he's got one reggae cipher song with 16 million listens. Everything else is around 1 or 2 million. So he's doing all right. Pure
Poppin'.
N-word is doing all right.
Pure- I bet it's pronounced completely different. Too.
I'm sure he does well in the South. I don't need to make all these jokes about the South. Here's the thing. I actually do have friends from the Midwest and the South, and I love it over there. I love the people from there and stuff, but it's fun.
His
Poke fun at it.
description is
Holy
all in
shit.
Spanish, so he's probably in Brazil or some shit.
Okay, so it probably means something else out there. It's just like it means like it just means like dude.
Saw, dude. That's what that means. Saw, dude.
Pure dude.
Duh, dude.
There it is.
Yeah, I got to admit, like some of the shit that comes up when you just go under artists for Pure is fucking amazing. Like people thought to themselves, like, yeah, let's call ourselves Pure Deep Sleep White Noise.
Yeah, dude. There's probably 100 peers on there. Like it's crazy.
There's a lot of
You
wild
can't even
shit.
find us, and we're the only peer that's active right now. I
You
did
guys
find
are
one
the
other
purest
guy.
Pure.
I did find one other peer that this dude he just started dropping a song a week. He just has I don't know how he has this many songs, but it's just a song a week. And his name's Pure. He's a hip hop artist, but I don't know exactly if he's still going or not. I think he just did it for a second and then just kind of stopped. So it's let's just hope he stays that way. And
Pure featuring Pure.
yeah, maybe we'll change our name to something that we can patent down the road, like Pure US or Pure Rocks or Pure does drinks,
X Pure X.
Pure beers.
Beer
does-
beers.
Pure beers.
I like that.
That's our Twitter name now, just Pure Drinks.
No, I like it. I like Pure Beers because it rhymes and people
We-
remember shit that rhymes.
They do. We have a podcast idea we want to make happen. It's called Drinking Beer with Pure.
There
Maybe
you
at
go.
Maybe at some point. We have
There
this
you go.
drink beer and everything now that we do. It's crazy because when we first put out our first single H-Bomb, it's serious. This song's about a complicated time in my life and stuff like that. And I'm okay, this song's all serious. And then going into this last release, we're yeah, I'm thinking we drink beer and we just keep drinking it. And that's the music video. And then the lead up to it, we'll drink beer. And then the follow up, more beer. And that's just kind of how it's been lately. We've just been drinking beer and everyone's been yo, you guys are the PBR guys. And we're get us that sponsorship, baby.
Do they
working on
sponsor
that.
bands?
I need
That'd
a
be fucking
liver
amazing.
transplant after that last song.
Yeah, I already got one.
I could use one.
I could definitely use one.
Speaking of which, there's tequila over there. I'll be right back.
Oh my god. I imagine you guys are 420 friendly.
We are many kinds of friendly over here.
Oh shit, be careful what you say. We're on the airwaves.
Yeah, be careful.
No,
We're friendly
bro,
dudes. That's what I meant by that.
That's what you okay.
Friendly.
What
Now, we smoke weed.
I
Yeah.
would
It's
love to
legal where
smoke
we're
weed.
from.
Dude,
So-
I burn, dude. I burn.
I burn. I don't smoke mids though. Only top shit.
Well, I haven't smoked since I shit myself. I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that.
Give us a little bit of a backstory on that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus
you
Christ.
can't just
All right,
fucking drop
hold
that
up.
that bombshell of a fucking
Hold
story.
up. I've told this. I don't know if I told this story on the podcast, but
Well, you've always told me you won't smoke with me, and I need to know why now.
all right. So basically, it fucks with my anxiety. Okay, but
That's what I've always heard.
of course, this is what you're gonna say, Pat. Well, it's because it's a strain. You gotta do the strain. Fuck you. No.
I mean,
My anxiety
Am
is
I
fucked
wrong
up.
though?
But I was I bought off this dealer. I'm not gonna say his name that I worked with over at KFC. So this was back when I worked at KFC.
Good man right there. Golden rule. Don't give out the dealer's name.
He's a cool dude. I haven't talked to him in a while. I gotta hit him up. But anyway, it's in my old apartment down in Balsa Spa. I fucking hated that apartment. I hated the place. I loved the apartment. I just hated where we were located.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there and this was like straight medical grade, like for cancer patients and shit like that, like crazy shit. So I was like, all right. He's like, be careful. I was like, I know, bitch. So, so after I got done smoking, I was like, I was stupid. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go downstairs. And my roommate's girlfriend at the time, I didn't care for her at all. But I went downstairs. She baked this fucking big ass cake. So I was like, oh fuck, I'm hungry. So I like ate half the cake, bro. I ate half of it. Straight up, I ate half of it. I'm like, all right. So I went upstairs.
You even have any ice cream?
No, just straight cake, just straight red velvet
If
cake.
you had said that you had ice cream with it, I'd at least understand the shitting yourself part.
I'd shit myself if I had enough ice cream too.
I just
I
shit myself because of the
myself if I had
medicine
ice
I used to
cream.
be on. So, but anyway.
I had a buddy. I'm not even gonna go into that story.
Don't.
Go on. So,
Continue shitting your pants.
Yeah.
So,
So
did
I went
you shit your pants?
upstairs and I've always hated smoking and trying to go to bed because I could feel my heartbeat like coming out of my chest, and I hated that.
I've been there.
Fuck, I got a fart. So I farted, but it wasn't. I was like, shit. All right. So I walked downstairs and I was like, fuck. So I like currently walked downstairs like a fucking penguin. I was like, shit. And I actually didn't shit myself. So I was like, fuck, well, how am I gonna do this? So my stoned ass was like, I'm gonna put my hands down my pants to see what happens.
Oh no.
I put my hands down my pants and there was nothing. So like, oh shit. That's all right. So I was like, okay. So then I actually went to the bathroom, but I only pissed. So then I got up, pulled my pants down, and immediately shit my pants. I was like, that's it. I'm done. I'm done.
You're telling me you got done pissing, pulled your pants up, and then you shit your pants?
Yeah.
That's how you're supposed to do it, right?
That's how you do it, right?
I usually shit in my hand.
Oh, there you go.
And then
Like,
flinging
well,
it
now I
because
shit my
fuck
pants.
all.
That's a good reason to not smoke weed anymore. Like I there's a lot of stories out there where people will say they won't smoke weed for a straight reason, but if you're shitting yourself, that's a good reason to stop smoking weed.
I think I have a theory. It was because of my my medicine that I used to take for my bipolar and depression and split personality kind of shit.
Yeah, it's the medicine.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, that might be the reason. That might be the reason, plus the weed. So
Look, I've done some fucked up
Cake
shit.
has nothing to do with it.
no, the cake
That's
had
what I
nothing
was
to do with it. That cake was fire. That cake was fire.
I think you hit your limit in your stomach, and it's like it's gotta go somewhere.
I just don't understand. I was done. I didn't have to shit, and as soon as I pulled my pants up, I was like, all right, let me just shotgun my asshole real quick. Hold up. Let me just shotgun my pants real quick. Hold up.
I
It's
got
like having to take a shit after a shower. It's like, what was the point of that shower?
Literally, bro. I hate that
I'll
shit.
never forget. I'll never forget years ago. There was this girl. I'm not gonna mention her name, but
Please
I
name
had
her.
like a crush on
Name her.
her, and like she was like the coolest person. I was like, oh, she's so great, all this stuff. And then one time she tweets, she's like, you ever just like take a shower, then take a shit, and you feel like you have to like take a shower again? I'm just like, it out of my life. You are completely. You have ruined my hopes and dreams. Like it is all.
I'm telling you right now, like I've had some shit stories. Like shitting has not been. I'm pretty good at it. Not gonna lie. I'm pretty good at it.
9 out of 10.
I felt so bad, but I'm gonna tell another shit story because I can. So I was just getting out of KFC, back at KFC.
Oh my god.
So we went to KFC, we ate, me and my buddies, and I was driving. I was like, yo, as soon as like I got to this intersection where there's a Target on the left and there's a Hannaford across the street, I was like, bro, I gotta go. I gotta take a shit. So I parked, ran to the bathroom. I literally pulled my pants down, didn't even get to sit down. I shit all over that wall. It was shot, bro. I was like, fuck. The worst part is the janitor was literally in the bathroom.
Oh no.
Dude,
Like,
while we're on shit stories, I'll never forget.
Oh no, trust me, I heard him.
Dude, I was like 14, 15 years old. I was like freshman in high school. And I had this buddy, Tommy. He don't even use the internet, so it's okay. My buddy Tommy, I remember, dude, he just like, I didn't really know what was going on, but there was like 4 of us, and like we were like ding dong ditching and shit like that, just doing hooligan shit. And he ends up like getting on top of this person's car on the hood of it. I'm like, what are you doing? And he just like pulls his ass out and starts shitting on the hood of this car. And like, before you know it, my buddy Matt is running down the road yelling like, oh my God, like I can't believe it. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? We're all running down the road and like, there's just a fucking clunker on top of this old beater of a car. It's just the worst thing I've ever had to experience. I felt bad.
I've had so many stories like stupid shit. So we had this one kid. I don't know if he's still around. He might be in jail now. He was. I actually worked with his mom. Actually, she's an awesome woman. So I used to play football. I'm not huge. I'm not a huge guy. So I mean, it's like, you know what? I'll be a cool dude and make my dirtbag dad proud and play football. So I played football. I was a safety and a cornerback. Not a quarterback, a cornerback on defense. I never played offense. And this one kid really loved to be naked in the locker room. I don't know why. And somebody pissed him off because he really loved shitting in his hand and throwing it like a fucking monkey. So, so what he used to do is he would shit in his hand and just throw it everywhere.
Apparently that's what Clown from Slipknot does. He shits in his hand and throws it at them. I'm like, that explains a lot. A lot.
Never heard that. I've never heard that.
Apparently that's a very common thing they did, especially around the Iowa time, is like he would just shit in his hand and throw it at them, and he thought it was funny. I'm just like, man, how do you stay in a band with someone who's just throwing their feces at you?
I'm sorry, but you have to body that man. You have to.
Like, try bodying that dude. He's a freaking gigantic.
Oh no, he's a tank. I wouldn't go near him, but like,
he'd be like he's like the lead villain in like a Hostile movie or some shit like that. Like, I'd be afraid. Like, I'd be like, I won the battle, but he's gonna win the war when I'm sleeping with a blowtorch, to my face. Like, psychopath shit.
Like, I don't know. Like, out of respect, I have to haymaker you and I have to body you out of respect. Like,
oh yeah.
I can't just take that.
I don't know how I'd react if someone threw shit at me. I think I'd first clear the room and make sure they're not throwing any more. and then I'd be like, all right, coast is clear. Time to kick his ass.
I'd be like, no, if you are throwing shit, you are making a scene no matter what. You want attention.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
A piece of your fecal matter hits me, you are literally ending your own life. I don't care.
I would probably, because I have a weak stomach for shit like that. So I'll probably just throw up, and I make sure I threw up on them. I'll be like, you threw your feet matter at me. You're getting my, breakfast on you.
Yeah, so like that shit doesn't bother me. But if you spit in my face, I'm puking. Like anything to do with spit, I'm puking. I don't know why.
I've never
Good
been
to
spat
know.
on before, thankfully.
And
I'm a
after I puked, I'd give you a mean haymaker. I'm sorry, it's not.
Kyle, I don't know if you knew this or not, but a lot of girls like to be spit on, like
Oh,
spit
I
in their
know.
mouth.
Well, I've never
Yeah.
been spat on, but
Yeah.
I've
I don't know
spit
if you knew that.
on others in their mouth.
I don't know how my sister deals with handicapped people because she gets spit on, shit on, everything. I was like,
She
no,
probably enjoys it a little bit.
Dudes?
It doesn't matter. She works with handicapped people, so it really.
Okay. I was like confused at where that.
No. I made sure I said she works with handicapped people. I made sure.
My bad. I missed that part. I was a little confused there for a second. I'm like, this is your sister, brother?
I'd be in jail. I'd be in jail right now. We wouldn't be doing this podcast.
I
Somebody
worked at a
would be dead.
hospital for a little bit. I did ballet over there. That was a weird experience, but dude, those people are, man, they will shit anywhere. And like handicapped people, it's like you gotta love them because you feel for them and everything. It's like they don't have any choice in the matter. But I wouldn't no part in that. No part.
My sister's a badass when it comes to that shit. Like she got rocked in
Women
the
are
nose.
built for that shit. They're so much better at handling. Men, we try and act tough, but we're just like poop, like
Nope.
throw up, stains,
Like
out of here. Like fuck.
I had a buddy. I won't say his name, but he was like, I told him that a buddy of mine worked in that field, like my sister. And he's like, bruh, I'm sorry. I'd spin kick a chromosome back in that motherfucker. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I was like, bruh, you can't do that, bro. You can't say that shit.
It's the other way around. You'd spin kick the chromosome out of them because Down syndrome kids have an extra chromosome.
I was like, bro, you can't say that shit.
Someone shout at me, I just do my best to shit back on them. It's like, bro, they're old and handicapped. It's like, still shit.
Shit is still shit.
No, never.
Oh, you shit on me? Watch this shit.
Tell you what I got it up in me.
Holy fucking shit. I gotta admit. This is going a lot like another podcast that we did recently. What was that band in Arizona that we interviewed?
Bro, why are you asking me? My memory is shot. You know, why would you ask me?
Nature Talk's the only band that matters from Arizona.
Who?
Those are our boys. No, I'm kidding. There's a lot of great bands from Arizona. Samsara's half from there.
No, I think the only band that actually matters in Arizona is Dropout Kings.
Yes.
Those guys are cool.
Adam,
I like their music. Weirdly enough, my old band, crazy enough, like before Adam, their vocalist Adam, before he was in that band, my old band, A Friend of Foe, we had split with our old vocalist. It's like 2015. And we had seen that Adam had done like that cover for Northlane before they got Marcus, the guy that they have now, obviously. And we hit him up and we're like, dude, you're like 6 hours away. Like, it'd be cool if you were like, do vocals for us and stuff like that. And like, he was in another band at the time with a guy, Phil Dreyer, who's from like I Am Abomination. Like, he was like an Attack in the very end before they broke up and stuff. And I can't remember the name. The Bad Chapter, I think was the name of it. They're on In Vogue Records and something like that. And we were like talking, and he was supposed to be like the vocalist for the band and stuff like that. And it didn't end up manifesting and happening. And then he ended up doing Dropout Kings. And like, that's kind of how like I found out about them at first, because like we were friends and stuff on Facebook and whatnot. I was like, okay, these guys are cool. They're a cool band. I don't really go out of my way to listen to them all the time, but I think they're really doing something that not a lot of other bands are doing. I feel
Adam is such a good guy to talk to. He's like one of the chillest person.
Yeah, we've only talked briefly. Kind of fell through quickly, but I mean, yeah, dude, the dude's a hell of a vocalist. Definitely one of the better vocalists I feel like in the music scene.
I like
that
what
rapper
he's doing.
Eddie. I think Eddie Wells is his name. That dude.
Eddie, yeah. Eddie is fucking. He's good. He's really.
Gaber used to be in the band, but I know Gaber's not with them anymore.
We unfortunately couldn't talk to Eddie with Andrew, but I like we've always said, we'd love to have both of them on again, or at least
works.
again.
It's in the works. No, I'm in
They're
Adam's
killing it.
DMs a lot actually. So it's something that like we've talked about doing is getting him, and I think like a couple months ago we were supposed to get them both on the show, but I don't even remember. I think that was around the time that I first had my kid. Because it was January. I was like, yo, let's get you and Eddie on the show sometime this month, and then I had my kid out of nowhere.
Yeah, he was like, "Fuck yeah, bro."
Fuck yeah, let's do it. Oh, sorry, my wife decided to go into labor. Hold up.
So where are you guys? Where are you guys based out of?
Upstate New York.
Upstate. I've lived in this little town called Schuylerville, or as people pronounce it, Schuylerville.
School.
Okay.
I've been living in this town. I've graduated from the high school. The high school is literally 2 minutes down the road. Not
In
even.
New York or?
Yeah, New York.
Okay, so how far do you guys live from like each other?
Like 45 minutes to an hour. Okay,
Yeah,
we work
cool.
together now.
I was
yeah.
under.
We work together again, so it's
Yeah.
like
Have you guys known each other like a long time?
we
A
act
little like 3 years ish.
Yeah, about 2 years. We're hitting our anniversary pretty quick.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. No,
Yeah,
but I
me-
used to live in Arizona actually. I was in a small band with a
All right,
Vegas
keep
band.
talking. I'm gonna pee. Keep talking.
Go, get the fuck out of here.
Don't talk shit. Like, put my fucking headphones in.
You should fucking go. Go. Go.
I swear to God.
Um So the last band I was in, I broke up in 2016. I was the new frontman of a band called Dead on Sight, which was originally a Vegas band.
Yeah, I know that band.
So we
Pretty
had
sure.
put out an EP with it's weird because if you look at it, like if you look back on it, you can actually say that like all the original, not like the original members, but a lot of the members of Dead on Sight are now in a band called Dark Altar, which I don't know if they still exist anymore, but there was a little bit of beef about us using some of their songs. But yeah, that's the
Metalcore
last band
bands
I was
always
in.
have metalcore bands get angry over stuff like that. I feel like they claim territory very strongly on it.
Look,
I mean, I have nothing against not metalcore bands. Everyone does that. Every scene does that, really. But yeah, I don't know. I've had bands take my songs, or not bands, but like ex bands, that I split with. Like, my band, A Friend of Foe that I was in. The last song they put out, I was kicked out of that band. And they basically used a song that I tracked everything for, wrote all the lyrics for, wrote everything for, originally sang on, and they took my voice off of it. They pretty much cut me out of the music video, all that stuff. No bad blood towards these guys. Fine. That's just a story of what happened. And yeah, they put it out, and it was just kind of like, whatever. I'll write more songs. Like, it's fine.
no, it's a bummer, but like it's kind of funny when like the instrumental was written by the guy that I was working with, which his name was Taylor, and like he had proof to back up that like I wrote this song, and then I added my own fucking lyrics, and these guys still wanted to pretend like that was our song. Meanwhile, a year before a year before we had released our material, they put out songs under different titles, but definitely used similar instrumentals. Now we played it smart. Like we didn't try to fucking follow them and try to start some shit and say you stole our songs or whatever, because it wasn't worth having that battle.
Yeah.
Especially when you go to their fucking videos and you see twice the amount of dislikes on every YouTube upload that they have as they have upload or likes. So I was like, okay, this isn't a battle worth having.
No.
They're not very well received in Vegas. That one dive bar that they were playing in, whatever dive bar that was, I don't fucking
What did you
care.
call them? Black Altar?
No, Dark Altar.
Dark Altar. See, I try to keep up with bands relatively. I don't know if I've heard of them. I think I had heard Dead on Sight though. I think I do remember.
No, Dead on Sight definitely made a name for themselves in Vegas for a while, which was cool to be a part of that. I'm like honestly kind of happy to have a whole EP, a whole 7 songs, with my name on it. That's great, but still.
Yeah, he's dummy.
If I was at my house, I'd have my cat in my hands right now too.
No, nobody's allowed to get
He
into
hasn't
this
done
room
this
with
in
me.
a hot minute, so
Our cat's pregnant right now though. She's about to give birth any day now.
I do not want this spawn abstain to reproduce. Thank God we got him nutted.
Yeah, we were supposed to get the cat fixed. It just didn't manifest itself, and then the cat.
I am so happy because this is technically my sister's cat.
Okay.
He's 70% Siamese and then American Shorthair.
It's a cute one.
The dumbest fucking cat I've ever owned. I love him to death. This is the dumbest fucking cat.
Weirdest way how I got my cat was like, we just got done filming like I think just filming like the trailer for Days Off, and like me, Shane, and like our buddy Ben were just out front of the house, and like this cat just comes running across the street. I'm just like, guys, look at this shit. I was like, I've never seen this in my life. Like, it's just like a cat like prancing on over to me, you know, and just comes over, starts rubbing its head on my leg. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like in disbelief of like what's going on. This cat was like just the sweetest thing ever. And then like I talked to my roommates. I was like, all right, we can't keep it. We can't really do this and that. So like we let it go, you know, and then it comes back like 2 days later. My roommate just comes up to me. He's like, yep, I'm getting its shots. I'm keeping it. I was like, okay. And he's like the one who's like allergic to it too.
Yeah, I'm allergic to cats too. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I am too.
he said he's like getting better with it because like the more he's around it, he kind of gets immune to the
Yeah, you get because I'm allergic to dogs and cats, and I've had a dog. My mom still has them. They're 2 black labs, and she has 3 cats now.
Yeah.
I mean, when I lived with her, I could deal with it, but now I haven't lived with a cat in years, so I can't touch my eyes, or else they'll turn pussy and they'll get orange and they'll have another layer.
Ooh,
It's like fucking disgusting.
yum.
Yeah, I feel like I'm very blessed to not have like allergies to anything other than pollen. Basically it.
I'm
Plus,
just
like
allergic
I
to
have to like
pollen.
use like hypoallergenic deodorant, or else gets pretty bad underneath there. So I use good deodorant, and I stay perfect and clean and not infected like a zombie.
Oh man.
What type of deodorant do you guys use? Pat, I think you went silent for a second there.
You did.
I did. Oh,
There you
Oh,
are.
there you are.
I actually have to have I have to use a very specific like I only have one deodorant that works for me, otherwise I break out and I start having like those, like if you've seen pimple popping videos on YouTube,
Dude,
like that's
yeah.
what my armpits do.
Dude, yeah, same. I use like the roll-on one. It's like the ball, like the little ball, and it's like a little white stick that's like hypoallergenic one. It's like $5 a fucking stick of it. I wish I could just go to the, you know, dollar store and go grab some like deodorant, but that's like the one
Yeah.
thing I have to buy, and like shit works though for sure.
I can't remember what it's called. I think it's actually no, it's Tom's. I use Tom's. There's a 48-hour one that I use. Any of the ones that are that aren't like regular roll-ons or like the dry whatever, those ones work for me, and they are $5.99 a fucking stick. So like I'm annoyed every time I use it, but they definitely work for 48 hours. So there's that.
That's good.
Mm. I'm just not showering for like 3-4 days at a time. No big
I've
deal.
been there. If you've been on tour before, it's kind of something that you just get comfortable with.
I can't go a day without showering. I feel fucking
No, I'm a freaking princess when I'm at home, but when it comes to I've been on
Facts.
the road, I've been on the road before, and it's kind of just like, I don't know. Once you and your bros are all doing it, like I'll go wipe my balls in like a Target bathroom or some shit, you know, and we're good. You know,
That's
some baby wipes. Baby wipes will do you real good. You know, Febreze
Yeah.
your pants. You know, and then every opportunity you get to shower, you do it, and every opportunity you can to stay the night at someone's house, you do it. But yeah, I've been there before, sleeping in Walmart parking lots. I didn't really have like a huge tour, like extensive tour history, but I think the longest tour I did was like 13 days, 12, 13 days. And like, you know, me and my whole like previous band, we were all princesses. So it's just like day 2 into it, we're like, okay, we're gonna have to like get good at this.
I want to fucking die.
Yeah, yeah, literally, like, you know, then like, you know, by like day 3, day 4, like me and Charlie, you know, the drummer, we're shitting in a fucking, you know, what is it? One of the styrofoam like coolers that you get from the gas station. We were using that shit, and then like Walmart, the place is supposed to be 24 hours. They closed at like 2 a.m. So we're like,
Well, not all of them are 24 hours. I've
no,
worked
they
at
aren't.
Walmart.
They aren't. So like we're out there and like go to shit in this like cooler, and it's all over Snapchat because my band put everything on the internet. There was no secrets. So basically, he shits in the cooler, in the styrofoam cooler, and then it's my turn to shit in the cooler. I lose my balance. I fall, and like the cooler breaks. Thankfully, no shit. Yeah, I didn't have to engage with any of that. So what we ended up doing is like, you know how like the trailer comes to like an edge, like
Yeah.
opening. So I put like the cooler underneath where the metal trailer is, and I like sat on that thing and just laid it out there. That was what we had to do, all over Snapchat. And that was, day 4 in the tour. We were like, this is, we can get used to this. We're getting better at this stuff. But before that, we were like total princesses, like file our nails, shower every day, sometimes twice a day, change our clothes twice a day, whatever the hell. And you get used to it, I feel like. Same with sleeping in the heat. That was one thing I could never fucking do until you like wake up in a sweaty van and you're just like, all right, day 6, I think I just need to sleep regardless. So I'm just gonna like deal with the heat and the sweat and just make it happen.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Tour actually sounds like shit right now. I can't hear you, Patrick. It's like...
There we go. Now I know you guys are listening to me. Yeah, so we're getting to be around that time where we start to wrap things up. Was there anybody you guys wanted to shout out or shit talk before we let you go?
No shit talking.
Shout out Josh Bearden, our producer, distinguisher.
Ben Hoagland.
Ben Hoagland, Hilo Rain, extortionist.
He does all of our artwork for us, and he's like basically a part of the band as well.
And Lana Lopez, who just did the video for Days Off, as well as her boyfriend Matthew Cole.
Amber Paredes from LA, Ambatam. She's the GOAT when it comes to videos as well. She did our first video, and she'll be doing another video hopefully for us soon. Shout out PBR for sure.
PBR is sick.
Shout out Corona. Shout out you guys. And
Breakout PR.
Breakout PR, Audrey Karen. She did like an amazing job on this release and just getting us like everywhere we could possibly get. And yeah. Shout out Popeye's chicken sandwiches.
And cocaine.
And
Cocaine.
Cocaine them. Yes, cocaine them. No, joking.
Oh, man.
No, joking. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Don't do it.
Don't fucking do it. Do bath salts instead.
Bath salts, fuck off.
Fucking bath salts or crocodile.
Christ, man. Crazy thing to finish this off.
Crocodile is crazy, bro.
Fuck yeah.
That should do some shit.
We're going to Miami next month. Me, Shane, and our buddy Austin. And not crocodile, but they got crocodiles out there. And I'm very much looking forward to putting a baby crocodile in my backpack and bringing it home.
See what you do is you feed whichever bandmate you don't like, you just feed him to that one, and then you never have to worry about it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
There's only 2 of us, so it'll be easy, you know.
Jane doesn't have enough meat on him. I'd have to feed myself to the crocodile to actually get it something. So
I was gonna say, well, it was nice knowing you guys.
Yeah. Baby crocodile can't beat me until it's not a baby, and then I'm.
Facts,
hey,
dude.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you for this. This was really fun.
No, man. Thanks again for coming on, and as always, get fucked.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're